Salutations, I'm your host, Dr. Omega, back with another awesome Halloween movie review. Well, kiddies, it's day 3 of the 13 nights. Day, who needs day? I like night better. I'm a night owl myself, I can't sleep because, all the voices and all the ghouls in the hallways and all that, They say stuff like, get out, or get me a sandwich, something like that, they was nagging. Just remember, boys and ghouls, just remember this. A boo is nothing more than applause to a ghost, alright? That's just FYI. So if you ever get booed off stage, yes, that's right. Again, a boo is nothing more than applause from ghosts. Trust me. If the living doesn't love you, the dead surely will. So, tonight, I figure I'll give you something nice and spooky-like. We're going to go to a magical place. But first, we're going to check the trick-or-treat bag. It's Halloween, of course. You got to do this in Spooktober. Alright, so here we go with the trick-or-treat bag. Let's see what we got today. Let's see what we got. Medication. What the heck? Hold on. Alright, who in the bloody heck put Granny's medication in here? The heck, what kind of she even taking here? Oh, mints. I'm sorry, mints. Okay, this is definitely Grandma's stash. Why is Grandma putting candy in my bag here? Dude, she ain't right. Oh, at least she gave me a Snickers. That was nice of her. That was really nice, sweet of her. Wait, speaking of grandmas, holy cow, what do you know? Grandma came to town, literally. So tonight we're going to review Halloweentown 1 and 2, Calabar's Revenge. Ooh, I love this one. Made for Disney Channel classic from 1998, and also the amazing sequel from 2001. This honestly needs more love and attention. I have been appalled, and I am simply mad at the fact that this movie has been pushed aside. I decided to open up a social media account on one of those, face dongle, Facebook, something like that, I don't know. You kids and your trends these days, I don't know. But they said, one of these Halloween movies has got to go, and they kicked out Halloweentown. Why? For God's sakes. So, the beloved Debbie Reynolds stars in this awesome classic. So, get in, losers. We're going to Halloweentown. So, this movie honestly has to be the most awesome partition of Halloween classics, I would have to say. Especially made for a Disney, made for TV movie, Disney movie, yes. So, it's a Disney DVD. Boy, today. Oh, anyway, so, the one thing I love about it, Debbie Reynolds gives a wholehearted, awesome performance. And I swear, there's no woman like her on earth. She was like America's true sweetheart. But the one thing I did know about until just recently, I forgot that Judith Hogue actually started. Judith Hogue, you probably remember as April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Part 1 from 1990. So awesome. Also forgot the acting debut of, what's her bloody name? Kimberly J. Brown, yes. She stars in this, and basically, the one movie I do remember is Stephen King's, what's it called? Rose Red. Yeah, Rose Red was a great Stephen King, book adaptation, so she started in, especially hot off the heels of the Halloweentown Part 1 and 2. So, the premise of Halloweentown is basically the granddaughter and also youngest daughter and the son, also, they don't really know what they're truly behind, but every Halloween, Grandma comes to town. But why just Halloween? One day out of the year? Why not Christmas? Why not Thanksgiving? Something just more bizarre. But this magical fairy tale is actually a true pleasure of Halloween happiness. One thing I got to say about this film, it is just awesome. It was just a real treat for me. I felt like, this movie was going in the right direction. And it's just, a wholeheartedly, it's a guilty pleasure for those, especially those who are enjoying a lighter-hearted version of their own Halloween. Sure, you have the creepy, kooky ones, and then after that you have the spooky ones. Now, also, Part 1 starts off with a great note, but something horrible happens in the town of Halloween, or Halloweentown. So the granddaughter hitches a ride and stays with the grandmother. The mother wants nothing to do with it, played by Judith Hogue. Judith Hogue her character wants nothing to do with the fact that her granddaughter is actually related to a real witch. But she's an awesome witch. She's a good witch, you know. And Debbie Reynolds, who plays the grandmother, does a fantastic job. And God rest her soul, you know, to her and, Princess Leia. I always forget her name. Shame on me for that one. But honestly, it's just an awesome treat. And there she is. Yeah, April O'Neil is playing as somebody's mom, telling them not to believe in Halloween, but yet she'll hang out with 4 turtles in a sewer. Come on now, seriously? I'll digress. One thing I gotta say though, this is a blast to actually review because I've been dying to do this for a long, long time, and it took me about at least 4 to 5 years to get off ground because I didn't really know anything about the films because it was one of those, you know, under the rug kind of thing. But I'm glad I finally got to. It stinks that if you actually do find a streaming version of it, it's just like it's not 100% quality. So finding it on DVD, even on the new recent Disney Plus streaming services, I felt like the quality wasn't as hot. So here we got the DVD version, which is like, you know, smooth sailing all around. If you have a VHS copy, please, I recommend watching that. People are still asking me to this day, why are you still collecting VHS movies? Why not? I'm almost 400 years old. What did you expect? Back in our time, we didn't even have freaking Laserdisc, alright? If you don't know what Laserdisc is, trust me, kiddies, you're too young. Anyway, I digress. Part 1, you know, back to the movie, you have to go with the whole flow of it all, and I will say that the ending just left on a perfect note. They saved the day. Now, the thing is, it's pretty much like a revenge story, literally, almost again, because apparently the mayor of Halloweentown has up to something, and we're trying to solve the mystery. However, the granddaughter realizes that's not Halloweentown's not cracked at what it is to be, but except there's a lot of sorcery, so it feels like more like if you could break it down, like a Diet Coke edition of Harry Potter, but except without all the cool special effects and $1 million budget, more like a made-for-TV budget. Still, I digress. For the time being, this came out way before Harry Potter, so hey, there's an up advantage there. Part 2, which is called Caliban's Revenge. So Caliban's the main villain for Part 1. It was really cool how they introduced him in Part 1, and you're like, whoa, this guy's really freaky, especially for a Disney Channel movie. You know, you're like, wow, I can't believe this is for children, you know? And I will say that Part 2 is supposed to be the revenge of Caliban. So I thought, oh, cool, Caliban comes back. Not so quite. It's kind of weird. Part 2 is awesome, and it has a couple of cool, funny jokes running around, and I feel like there was some parts I wish they would redo again. Just, if I could rewind, you know, time itself, because my time machine's not as hard as it used to be, but I would love to do this movie again, because it starts off, like, pretty well, but Halloweentown turns into this normal, subpar, you know, boring, instead of awesome, you know, everything's Halloween 24/7 all day long, right? But this time, like, somebody took it away, and this evil spirit comes around, and you find out that it's Caliban's son. His son, really? So it's more like another revenge story, you know. Basically, Caliban's long gone. He was defeated, honestly, but now the son wants revenge. But the son didn't really care much for his dad, so he had daddy issues. And it comes back, it's like, okay, look, if you're going to go to Jerry Springer, do it somewhere else. But if you're going to call this movie Caliban's Revenge, please, bring back Caliban. That would have been awesome. So, I mean, this is awesome. I mean, especially the first one. The first one, you gotta watch it. Number 2, if you love number 2, more power to you. But this is like, number 2 just had some awesome jokes. It had some funny moments, you know. But I felt like they could have been more wholesome. I'm glad that Judith Hogue actually plays the mom in Part 1, 2, and also, to be honest, yes, there was a Part 3 and a Part 4. Part 3 and Part 4 was really bad, especially the 4th one. Okay, Part 3 is called Halloweentown High. So basically, the kids from the Halloweentown are all, you know, ghosts and goblins and stuff like that, which I forgot to mention, are coming into the real world and trying to finish high school there for their children and their teenagers, right? So the problem with that one, it felt like it really tried hard to rip off Harry Potter, because at the time that movie came out, it was already 2002, so the first Harry Potter movie was already, you know, banking in. So I figured these blokes decided to do, you know, let's cash in on this one, right? Number 4, Return to Halloweentown. Oh dear God, stay away from that one, please. So the problem with number 4 is, it's called Return to Halloweentown, and she's already like in college or whatever, you know, the main girl who plays the granddaughter, and it's just, and they replaced the actress too, which is a big no-no. Whenever you do sequels, people, never replace your main star with another actress or actor. Don't. No. It's a big no-no, especially in horror movies and slashers. That's why I like Nightmare on Elm Street. At least Nancy stayed stuck with the whole freaking thing from start to finish, even in the reboot, The New Nightmare. That's balls right there. That's ballsy right there. That's good. Kudos. It's kind of like, well, I mean, like, in Friday the 13th, you don't have no survivors, so that works out, especially for the actor's bill, and also not paying actor over and over again. I digress. I am Dr. Mega. It's an honor and a pleasure to do these for you. And of course, if you still haven't seen this movie, please, I insist to you, watch this. It is so freaking brilliant. And shame on those for who bashed the Halloweentown movies, because they're actually quite brilliant. I gotta say, it gives me more of an uplifting, a more happy version, because everybody always, a lot of people do frown upon Halloween. You know, that's understandable. That's what you believe in. Cool, no problem. But I'm here to bring the good in Halloween, even if it's scary or spooky or just fun and wholehearted. Because honestly, when it comes down to it, Halloween has always been for the kids. Always has been. Because it captures their imagination and it makes them, realize what's more to look upon. Basically, you can take fear and turn it into something awesome. That's all you gotta do. Basically, conquer your fears, so to speak. But anywho, I digress. That's the story for another day, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed tonight's video, and that wraps up night 3. I'll see you next time, and trust me, we still got a whole month ahead. God bless it. Till then, do me one favor, and one favor only. Stay spooky, my friends.